This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and it's gameplay demo time with one of the most powerful gaming laptops currently on the market. This is the MSI GT72 Dominator Pro G. Pro means it's the high-end configuration with the NVIDIA GTX 980M, 4 gigs of DDR5 VRAM, and G for G-Sync. It has NVIDIA G-Sync inside as well, which means it has a 75 Hz refresh rate, 17-inch IPS Full HD panel. Also inside, Intel Broadwell 5th generation Core i7 5700 HQ CPU. That's a quad-core CPU, one of the few Broadwells actually on the market for quad-core CPU. SSD storage, terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive in here, killer networking. Watch our video review of this so you can learn everything about it. This is just the gameplay demo. Popular titles to try, we have Crysis 3 because it's not that it's new, it's a pig. It's still demanding after all these years. We've got Age Inquisition as well, also a very demanding game. It may be an RPG, but it is one of the more difficult games on a computer. Far Cry 4, we might even hit Mass Effect 3 again so we can see a killer networking in action with multiplayer. We're going to game now. So we're going to start out with Crysis 3, like I said, because it's such a pig of a game, really, that after all these years, it's still one of the things you're going to find perhaps one of the lowest frame rates. So we're running with everything set on high right here. Well, we got texture resolution at very high. That's kind of cool. We're going to stick with that. And we're going to turn off VSync since we don't need it. We have NVIDIA G-Sync here. We're going to go back now. The speakers on this sound just absolutely superb.
Truck 4, burn out prepped and ready, over.
Exceeding operational limits.
So the frame rates are fairly good here in a busy setting with a lot of rain, quite a few bad guys going in and out of stealth mode. That is what I call playable. Ah, didn't see me, did ya? So that's Crysis 3. Playing on the MSI Dominator Pro G GT72. Alright, now we're going to test out Age Inquisition, one of the newest and more demanding games despite the fact that it's nominally an RPG game. Our settings are quite high here. Let's take a look at our graphics settings. Custom, high, ultra, ultra, some high. You get the idea. Pretty well maxed out. It's what NVIDIA's Game Optimizer suggested, so we're going to go with that and see how it plays. So here we are on the Storm Coast. We are well into the game. Frame rates obviously very good. Details are lovely. Look at the reflections here. I don't see any evidence of tearing thanks to G-Sync. And here we are in a brighter locale outside of the dungeon. Everybody's afraid of us. They don't want to fight with us. Those frame rates are holding up just fine. Yes, I admit my character is a little bit overpowering right now. That's because I've actually played through the entire game to the end and I'm loading an older game save. So it's looking very good. Those frame rates are still keeping up there and it's all very smooth even when we're not at 60. NVIDIA G-Sync in action. But what about our temperatures? We're going to switch over to our MSI Dragon Center over here so you can see for yourself. Our dedicated GPU, after playing Crysis 3 and then Age Inquisition in a row, up to 77 degrees, which is quite safe, and that's about the warmest I've actually seen it, even when running synthetic benchmarks, and our CPUs are at a cool 58 degrees. I'm sitting very close to the laptop with my mic, and as you can hear, there's fan noise, but it's very quiet. The laptop is also cool enough to touch. You could, in theory, actually game with this on your lap. And then we're testing out Far Cry 4 on the GT72. Graphics quality is high. VSync is off because we're using G-Sync, aren't we? You can see the refresh rate is at 75 Hertz. We're in full screen mode, full HD. And there's our advanced settings. Everything here is set to high. And I think you'll see we're going to cap at 75 Hertz most of the time for a refresh rate. Beautiful day here, isn't it? Walking around town, it's looking good. Machine is nearly silent. And let's see if we can get to the next thing we're supposed to do. Let's take our ATV to get there. Such a pleasure to drive. Why aren't all games this good? And now, to test out G-Sync and how well it does at lower frame rates, let's switch over to very high settings instead and see how it does. Oh hey, still looking as good as ever. Jogging along here, lots of detail. Oh, I hate killing the animals. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. You don't want to see me skin this, but you get the idea. The frame rates are excellent here. We're now running very high on Far Cry 4, and let's check out our temperatures one more time. GPU is at 79 degrees Celsius, CPU is at 72, and this is running on very high settings, full HD in Far Cry 4. So, very good, not loud, not screaming. Good job, MSI. Alright, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer fans, everything is maxed out. We're on max settings here, 1920 by 1080, as high as we can go with the settings. This is an older game, granted. And again, this test also shows how good the killer networking is. We're using 802.11 Wi-Fi AC, the 5 GHz band right now to play this game. And we're waiting for the bad guys to finally show up. There they are. And let's attack with our Crow Guard. Oh, they all died already. Oh my goodness, I saw a frame glitch there. I wonder if somebody's going to join in the lobby, and that's why. Oh no, Krogan Rage. So there it is, a whole wave, looking smooth. We had a little glitch there at the beginning though, that was interesting. But I think it's going to play well now. We'll wait and see. Haha, I gotta keep up that Krogan Rage. Yeah, it's just fine. Super smooth. So obviously something like Mass Effect 3 multiplayer or single player is an absolute go. You can max everything out. Not a problem whatsoever.